What's up, guys? Right here at Spirit Halloween in Sicklerville, New Jersey. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see where I hide a small little pumpkin with some stickers in there for you. Let's go inside and see what they got. This looks like a nice store. I didn't look to see what this store used to be, but there's an old Banana Republic over there that looks very abandoned. Let's see who's greeting us in this store. And hold on, I see Wanda Webworth over here. Reduced price, $216 now. I wonder why. No box? Wow, not bad. So you get a big discount for not having a box. Awesome. Good to see you, Wanda Webworth. I wish they had her plugged in. That's okay. Who's greeting us over here? Jack the Reaper and Crypt Countess. As always, hello, Crypt Countess. We'll say hello to her first. Look at her hair. It looks extra fuzzy today. I hope I go to a store where somebody does her hair at some point. That would be funny. Awesome. Here's Jack. He's going to track us. $330. We'll let him lock on to our eyes. There he goes. He locks on so good. He tracks a lot better than Nibbles did.
The skies turn orange. The wind howls. And the bats swarm.
And I can see young He over there. She is working. Let's go over here and see Bullseye. He's already going. He's spinning. And Valak just went, so we're going to come back to her in just a second. But over here is Head Case Harry. Let's press the button with the little baby hand. Push.
Life sure is sweet, isn't it? And fleeting. Yes, darkness always lurks behind. A stark contrast indeed. Indeed, the best show around. Care for a front row seat? Savor the sweet life while it lasts. The shadows are weak.
That's the long quote. All right, Grandma is here. Hello, Grandma. Good to see you.
Come closer, little one. Granny just wants to kiss. Yeah, kiss you. Good night.
Good to see you, Granny. And over here is Sinister Strawman. This store looks really nice. Nice and full. There's lots of animatronics on the floor for us to look at in a minute.
You're trespassing on hallowed ground.
Woo! Love that. The birds fluttering.
Not everyone who does gets to live to tell about it.
Awesome. We'll go into ISC in just a minute here. Let's go around here and say hello to Trick or Treat Pete first. His hat is open. We'll activate him. And actually, I thought we'd be able to see that thing spinning. When you activate him, this thing in here spins around in a circle and then the candy comes out of his mouth. But there is a plastic piece up in there that I removed on my Trick or Treat Pete in order to make him work a little bit better. He's kind of problematic, and here is Mr. Owl. Ear-piercing screaming. Big wingspan on him. Here is the jumping spider. An all-time classic. We'll give him a pet and a high five, and then we'll go over here and see the fire demon. Maybe? Is he not going to work? There we go.
I smell your innocence. Come close.
Blackheart, that's the one I was thinking of. Blackheart is the animatronic who also opened his arm like that. But he only opened one arm and he was holding a girl. Let's go over here and see Monkey Business for 330 doll hairs. And I think we got his quiet quote. Yes, we did. He's whistling. Just for you, it says.
Monkey see, monkey.
His eyes aren't lighting up. Usually his eyes light up red. Love Monkey Business. And Backbend Bonnie is here. Hello, Backbend Bonnie, with a little heart on her face. There it is. The hidden heart. When they turn her up loud, her speaker starts crackling and sounds distorted. Is that poop on her face? What is that? What were you eating, girl? Maybe she was eating some chocolate. Alright, let's go inside the ISE and see who is here. It looks beautiful in here. Lots of our friends. There's the live wires, but only one of them. I don't know why, but oh, there we go. Alright, sweet. Let's see if this thing works. Yes. Speedometer and the voltage meter and the phone. You guys are gonna have to pick that up and press a button and listen to the secret message in the phone. And let's go over here. We're gonna do the rat first. We usually do the other guys first. Let's see Mr. Mutant Sewer Rat. I went to a store recently that put a couple of rats in his hand. They ought to put just every rat they have in the store around here on these ledges, the floor, and in his hands. And here is Mr. Sitting Scarecrow. Love him. Reach for the candy and he screams at you. There's a piece of garbage in his bowl. Who would do such a thing to him? Here is the electrified corpse. I think that's how I would act if I was getting electrocuted as well. My dad hates like wires and things like that. He has a fear of getting tangled up in them. This guy is my dad's nightmare. He's all tangled in wires, and not only that, but he's also getting shocked. All right, let's see what animatronics they have on the floor for sale. They have a bunch of them here. We'll start right here. They have Victor and they have Emily. We're seeing tons of stores that have both of them here, which is funny because last year you couldn't even find them. They have a Gordo, a couple of him actually. They have Night Terror, a few of him as well. 3, it looks like. Two-Faced Teddy. Nobody has set him up yet. What in the world is that about? 2 of Trick or Treat Pete are here. That is awesome. I bought him. I heard his price is decreasing, but so far, no luck. Trixie. They have a Trixie here. I love her. I just saw her for the first time operating in store. The Lantern Keeper. We see a few of him in the ISC sometimes, but there he is. He is awesome. He shushes you. Awesome pumpkin face on him. His chest lights up and his lantern lights up. And we have a Grandma. A couple of her, and Dark Princess is here. I haven't seen her set up yet this year. I think I saw her like once or twice last year. Nozzles the Clown in a very damaged box. What in the world? Cool to see him though. We haven't seen him in stores for probably 2 years. Barnaby the Bear is here and Headcase Harry. Somebody just told me they're gonna buy him. He shouldn't be too hard to find at the stores. Sinister Strawman is here and they have a Bobby Strings. They have a couple of Night Owl over here. I don't think I would buy Night Owl, but he's not too bad. If I could make him into like a alarm clock, I would do that because his screaming is so ear-piercing. Cerberus, they have a few of him, a bunch of Jack the Reaper. Wow, for collectible prop, he is pretty easy to find. And there's Monkey Business. Ooh, they have 4 Art the Clown Santas here. Nobody has had him set up in the stores yet, and I can't believe it. It comes with the glasses that you can remove if you want. Head and torso move left to right, and hand waves, plays audio that is authentic from Terrifier 3. Pretty cool. 6 feet tall, not too bad. And the new durable box. All these boxes have been upgraded, and they have like a tray on the inside that you can slide out, so it's really easy to pack it up and put it away for later. I love that. Mutant Sewer Rat is here, and a bunch of the Sitting Scarecrows. This store looks nice and stocked and very clean. Wait a minute, we missed a few things. Here's the groundbreaking worm. He's eating the Christmas tree. That is from Nightmare Before Christmas. Highly detailed sculpt, and he is awesome. Includes the tree with ornaments, and it comes with some ground stakes. Pretty cool. I love that they have the presents that he was eating. That is awesome. And they have the groundbreaking sandworm from Beetlejuice. We saw a couple of those last year, but how awesome. Beetlejuice rocks. Let's see if they have any sidesteppers here. Yeah, they have a decent amount. Ooh, and they have some of the Art the Clown shoulder sitters. Those are awesome. I'm really considering getting one of him. He leans back and forth and honks his little horn. That is really cool. That's what he looks like when you have him sitting on your shoulder. How funny is that? $45. If I did buy him, I'd put him on my shoulder while I went around recording Spirit Halloweens. Here's Michael Myers with a bent knife. He must have tried to stab someone with very hard skin, like Superman. You can't beat Superman. And they have Art the Clown. And Chucky, of course. Is he gonna work? Yes, there we go. Awesome. I can't believe we haven't seen any new sidesteppers. Couple of bobbleheads here, and there's the porch buddy Sam. They have some popcorn guns. Awesome. We've seen a decent amount of those this year, actually. All kinds of the goodies that we usually always see, so I won't go through all of them, but they do have a bunch of the string lights. And look at this, a Raven soap holder. Very cool with a little red eye. $11. I see something I've been waiting to find for a long time. $55 for the pink ghost face horror baby. How cool. Somebody mentioned this to me, me, and I've been looking for it ever since, probably for about a month now. That is awesome. The first store I've seen it at. Lots of pink Ghostface things this year. They also have 2 Terrifier Art the Clowns, Frankenstein's Monster, and a Chucky down there. But I think that's it. Are there no zombie babies? There they are back there. We'll go and look at those in just a second, but look at this. They have a bunch of those spiders that we just recently saw in another store. How cool. 12 foot tall, and he has lights in his butt. I don't think that's new for 2025, but we're seeing more of them now. And they have the fogging pumpkin pile and the fogging skull pile. I see a horror bear up there. I love those. Let's pull him down and get a good look at him. We always do look at him, but I love it. I cannot resist. There he is, the awesome horror bear. $37. He's right up there by a couple of Grave Watcher, a bunch of Grave Watcher actually, and some Sadistic Sadie. And look at how many zombie babies they have here. They have 1 zombie baby creepy kit. 2 of them actually, never mind. Every store I've seen these at have only had 1, but this one has 2. How awesome. The black milk, the bloody blanket, and the blocks that spell out some creepy words. Okay, let's see who we got. We got Spider Better Billy and Gutsy Gwen. We're seeing lots and lots of Gutsy Gwen here. Love her, eating her pumpkin snack. They have Crawlin' Claudette here. Let's see if we can get her to work. Last couple stores we found some that didn't work, and she is not working. That's okay. They have Snack and Stevie with his hand snack, and Barbara Wire with her delicious barbed wire snack. Scheming Sally, Ghostly Gus. They have, I don't remember his name, but he is a peekaboo baby, and he does have a button. Let's see if we can get him to work. There he goes. Is he going to play peekaboo with us? Yes. All right. I love him. Look at those eyes. Those red and yellow eyes. That is fantastic. And then Clobber and Claude is here. I love the animatronic babies. There he goes, clobbering us with his skull rattle. Too cool. I love the zombie babies. Scary Strawberry is here. That one's one of my favorites. That is not an animatronic. They have a bunch of Clobber and Claude here. This store probably has the most amount of horror babies out of every store I've been to so far. And there is Wretched Ralphie with his delicious little rat snack. Don't show that to the mutant rat, my friend. He might get angry and screech at you. Here's the talking creature. I love the talking creature. He has some creepy sounds. It sounds like he's in a swamp, and he has some awesome quotes. Very cool. What a unique prop. I love it. $45. We see him a little more often than we see the talking pumpkin. I think I like him more than the talking pumpkin. I see hanging heads here. They have plenty of them here. There's the skull, the double-faced skull with 1 eye. That one is very cool. And they have the pumpkin, 2 of him here. I actually really want to get a couple of those. Those would go great on my porch. And then they have the snake girl. That one is my favorite this year. Hanging with her hair and the snake licking her face. What in the world is that about? That is so freaky. And they have the baby heads and the clown heads. They have all of them here. Let's do our daily inflatable check. First of all, they have the gargoyle mister with the purple light and the mist comes out of his mouth. That is $50. And this one also has fog. The fogging urn. That one is $60. And it has a blue light, I believe. No, that one's also purple. Purple light and fog comes out of the urn. Okay, now it's time for the inflatables. Reapers, 8-foot ghosts, dual mask inflatables, 4-foot ghosts, lots of them. More dual face, jack-o'-lanterns, more reapers, cats, pumpkin scarecrow, animated pumpkin cat, mini jack-o'-lantern skeleton. Owls, they have a ton of owls. What in the world? We usually only see like 1 owl at the stores, but they have a bunch of them. Wolves and gargoyles. I want some of the gargoyles. The eyes light up. That is awesome. 5 feet tall. In fact, I think I have a gargoyle. I think I have one and I forgot that I do. I'm gonna have to set him up and do a review. And they have 2 of the Jack the Reaper archways down there. I really wish a Spirit Halloween would set him up in the store, like in the entrance. That would be so cool. And then there's the snake. I want to see a store set him up too. That would be really awesome. And they have the Killer Clowns inflatable. It says Happy Halloween. That is 8 feet tall or long? Probably long. I don't know. It could be 8 feet tall. You never know. Also has some LED lights. And they have the clown with the spinning eyes. We've seen a few of him this year. I love that. I think my dad might have that one. And they have the jack-o'-lantern archway down there. I have that one. I'm going to do a review of it soon. I'll probably do that one and the jack-o'-lantern reviews in the same video. They have a bunch of the witches here. We saw one the other day that worked. Oh, she works too. Awesome. Can't really understand her, but she's awesome. She has some quotes, and you can hear her potions bubbling in the background. They actually have plenty of hanging things here. There's Adam from Beetlejuice, and they have the creepy bunny and the creepy bear. After we look at all the new stuff, we'll go ahead and look at some of the costumes like we always do. Here's a hanging ghost that looks like it might work. There's a tab, which is funny. I haven't seen one of these with a tab in a long time, and look at that, the colorful eyes. That is very cool. I love it. I love stuff that's multicolored. Hanging ghost, and that's what he looks like whenever you hang him up. Very creepy. And there's a bloody hanging ghost next to him. That's a good one too. And this one over here, let's see if this one works. No, that one is dead, but I like the face on that one. That is very, very creepy. And they do have some talking pumpkins here. Let's see if we can get him to work. The music is probably too loud for us to hear him though. He says, turn back before it is too late. And they have a bunch of those talking pumpkins, actually. Look at that. They have 4 of them here. That is great. I love when the stores are nice and stocked on the awesome things. Let's do our daily Ghostface mask check. They have the hockey mask and the bloody one. And they have the chrome one back there. The spoof mask, the devil face. And we'll check the other area to see if they have anything cool. And on our way over there, I saw 2 tied up Chucky dolls. How lucky. Usually see only 1. Those sell out pretty quickly. If you're looking for him, he is here. Come and get him. Before we go over to the Ghostface section, I see the new retro Jason mask, and they have 2 of him here. I did buy one just recently, and I'm sending it to my brother for his birthday. But how cool that we finally found another one. That one is $20. With my luck, now we're going to start seeing them at every single store. They probably just now started shipping them out, but they don't have the axe. Wait a minute. Yes, they do. They have the retro axe. Awesome. That goes with the mask. Both of these are from the game, and that is $17. But the game is discontinued, so those might become rare. All right, we'll pass Young He, and we're going to activate her while we're passing her so we can hear her behind us as we're looking here at the Ghostface section. And they have a bunch of good masks here. They have the regular bling mask in the Slayer kit with the knife and the voice changer with the blood splatter. And they have the pink one down there. Same thing, but in pink. They have the mirror mask. I love that one. It's like a disco ball. They have the pink mask alone, the regular one, the bling devil face, the spoof mask, and more hockey masks, and the pearl mask. And they have that nice, awesome hoodie that we love. That thing is very expensive, but super cool. And I really, really want it. There's a medium here. Honestly, if they had a 2X, I would probably buy it, but I say that and then I don't end up buying it because he is $70. That is just insane. Are there any other colors of the bling ones? No, I don't think so. We usually see pink and purple in the regular one. Hopefully we see some green or blue soon. Speak of the devil mask. They have an XL here. Okay, I don't think that one would fit me. Good thing they don't have a 2X because then I would be put on the spot. Hey, they do have the crimson costume here. That is a red one, and it is shiny like the deluxe costume. You can see right there, it shimmers in the light, and it has the bloody mask. I love that. It was a great idea for them to put the bloody mask in there. Robe and the mask and the gloves. Does not come with a knife. $60. A little bit hard to find and super awesome. I'm considering collecting Ghostface costumes, so one of these days I may have to get that. But first I have to try these on because most of them are adult. One size fits most, and I'm a big guy, so I don't know if those are actually going to fit me or not. But wait a minute. What's up, Kit? With the phone. They have it hiding back here behind a shirt. We found this one other time. Hold on, we gotta find somewhere to put him up. There we go, right there. This comes with the phone, and listen. It rings. That is awesome. I kind of wish it would have some quotes too, but that's okay. This is awesome. Spirit Halloween branded from Scary Movie. $27 is a fantastic price for that. I love it. And they have like 2 of him here. So if 3 of him here. So if you want him, come and get him. I do not see, however, the neon Ghostface costume. That is the one that is super rare, and I did find one, and I'm so glad that I bought it. The Ghostbuster section is nice and full. They do have some of the traps, and they have some of the goggles. Plenty of costumes. And they have the deluxe Proton pack with the upgraded speaker for 2025 and the $90 smaller Proton pack. And they have the walkie-talkies and an awesome hat. What? That is $20. A little pricey, but I love it. I like how that part is red. That goes well with the logo. I would love to have that. Maybe next year I'll get some of those. I'm pointing these out because I still want to find the deluxe ghost trap. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a deluxe one, though I don't know how it's going to be different from this one. We always go kind of in the same pattern, but that's okay. We're going to check out the Terrifier things, and they have the table leg. My favorite weapon from Terrifier. If you're gonna be Terrifier, you're gonna want that. $30. That is the best weapon in Spirit Halloween right now. And I see up here they have some plus size Art the Clown costumes. It's always good to point out the plus size costumes because it's usually pretty hard to find plus size costumes in store. You can buy them online though. I'd like to find a plus size of this one. That's the one that I would buy. $60. This store has the SpongeBob and the Patrick helmets. I love those. Patrick is my favorite of that one. And they had the jellyfishing net down there with a little jellyfish in it. And look at these socks with Doodle Bob on them, and they look like paper. That is cool. I grew up with SpongeBob, so I love this stuff. They also have the kitty meals. This is like a crossbody bag that has a little Krabby Patty on it, and some Squidward mask. The Gary crossbody bag. That's awesome. And they have the hat from the Krusty Krab, and they have the spatulas. I'd like to see a gold spatula. Hopefully they get one. This may be a new one that I've never seen before. We've seen the chicken pick-me-up inflatable. That is a good one for $60, but look at this, a rooster inflatable costume. That looks really good. That one is $60 as well. And they also have the wiener dog inflatable inflatable costume. That one is $70. And they have the Pop-Tart costume right there. That is a funny costume. The Pimp section is nice and full in this store. Look at all this stuff. Let's look at the costumes. There's Gold Pimp with the money jacket. That is cool. That one is $70. Throwback threads. That's kind of like Vanilla Ice for $50. This one's just called Pimp, and it has a purple and leopard print costume. And then there's a big furry vest right there, and the zebra Pimp that is green. I like that green color, and the zebra on the inside. And look at this. Her suit is $100 bill. That is so funny. Money Honey, they called it. For $30. Not bad. And the Casanova robe. And then they have a ton of accessories. Look at these necklaces. That looks really cool. And it's actually metal, and it has some little gems on there, or diamonds, whatever you call them. Rhinestone Pimp chain for $13. Not bad. And they have another one right there. It's a little bit different. These are all actually metal. How awesome. Plenty of sunglasses to go with it. I like that one. $8. I should get that and replace my sunglasses that I always wear with those. Then they have the bracelets there. That's the same kind of material as these. And plenty of rings with money signs. That is so funny. And they have veneers. Plenty of pimp things. There's some hats down there. And of course, they have all the fake money. So you could dress up as a pimp and then just have stacks of cash to throw around in the air. They usually have a cash thrower. We'll see if they have that over in the accessory section. But first, they have this awesome leather print jacket here, or coat, or whatever you want to call that. That is great for a pimp costume. But if I was a pimp for Halloween, I would probably get this one, the big fur coat. That is hilarious. I've seen lots of people come in here and dressing up as pimps while they're choosing their costumes. So that might actually be a really popular costume choice. I was passing the cowboy section and something caught my eye. Look at this, Western earrings. This store has more accessories than other stores usually have. Look at these earrings. All kinds of cool ones. That one has cow print and it looks like it's furry. It is furry. That is awesome. Very unique. And they have plenty of the cowboy accessory here. There's a bolo tie, and I like that one, the cow wrangler. If I was gonna be a cowboy, I would get the cow wrangler suit, but I'd also get the cowboy chaps inflatable. That one is hilarious for $50. Then my wife would have to get the cow print chaps there for $35. Or better yet, I could have her be the inflatable cow. That one is $60. That would be awesome. I could be a cowboy, she could be the inflatable cow. Here's a clown costume that we hardly ever see, the patriotic clown. All red, white, and blue. That's cool for $50. And a spooky mask. Like I said, this store has all the accessories. Here's the furry stuff. I know a lot of people don't like them, and some people do like them. They have all kinds of the helmets that have moving jaws, leg warmers that are furry, and they even have feet that are furry like boots. If you're gonna be a furry, you're gonna need those. $30. And of course, they have different kinds of paws. There it is, the money shooter. Yes, they usually always have that, and it does come with some money. That is $20. Put the money in, and then you can shoot the money across the room and spread it out. That is a very cool prop. I wonder if that would work with real money. This is funny. Over here at the accessory section, they have theatrical hair, and it comes with adhesive. So I literally think this is just a little bag of hair and some glue. Yeah, that is funny. So you can make your own beard. $5 for that. At the last store, somebody was asking me to help them find some brown paint because they wanted to be a werewolf, and we realized that there really is no brown paint in tubes like down here, but they have all the other colors like red, blue, orange, pink, yellow, green, gray, all kinds of colors, black and white. So they do have a decent selection of colors there in the tubes here, but not all stores have a great selection like that. And they have a bunch of these ones where you can put like a pad in there and then dab it on your face. And of course they sell plenty of the sponges and even little pumpkin sponges. And speaking of werewolves, here's an awesome wild wig and beard for a werewolf costume. That is $25. They have plenty of wigs here for all kinds of costumes. If you're gonna be me for Halloween, you'll need a bald cap, and this beard's a little long, but you're definitely gonna need a beard. We're gonna come back over here to the signs and see what they got. They have a lot of good ones. Chucky, Mars Attacks, that one's kind of hard to find now. They have Art the Clown and the balloon from It and Trick or Treat Lollipop. Lots of the good LED ones and plenty of the other ones we love. Look at this. They have the pumpkin and the Lost Boys. How awesome. And lots of the plush things. Oh, look, sweet. They have the Mars Attacks guy. I thought we would never see this guy again. Very cool. I love Mars Attacks. That is $35. This is only the second time we've seen him. And they have the clowns from Poltergeist. How cool. Good to see all the new items in the stores lately. Holy cow, they even have Cthulhu. I called him a squid last time, and Carl in the premiere told me that's Cthulhu. Yes, it even says it on the tag there. $27, and they have 2 of him. And they have a bunch of the new blankets here. Jurassic World, Shrek Life, E.T. Phone Home, American Psycho, Paranorman. Ooh, there's a Gremlins blanket I've never seen before. The Gremlins are coming home. That is awesome. Here's a sweet Friday the 13th blanket I've never seen before. The Day Everyone Fears, Friday the 13th. Awesome. They must have just opened up because they are also stocked on all the hooded blankets. They have the Terrifier one right there, Friday the 13th, and around the corner corner, they have the Ghostface glow-in-the-dark one. There's another Terrifier, skulls and pumpkins, checkered skull. Anyone you want is here, even the regular Ghostface one with the knives and blood. And if you get the Terrifier one, definitely get these awesome lounge pants, red and black checkered with bloody Art the Clown faces for $25. Here's some cute little dancing skeleton pants. Those are funny. And here's a Gremlins one. What's on the pants? Oh, sweet. It's the what do you call him? The flasher gremlin. I wish you could see that a little bit better. Sometimes my camera does not want to focus. There we go. Look at that. You could just barely see that it's Gizmo and then the flasher. That is hilarious. I love the Gremlins. Gremlins is honestly a good movie to watch around Christmas time and Halloween. Check it out. It's a new Megan costume. This one is from Megan 2.0 and that is $60 and it lights up. That is very cool. And they have the regular Megan costume. I've never seen the second movie, but I've heard some bad things about it. Let me know what you think of that movie. Here's a Scorched Reaper costume I've never seen before with light up chest that is red. That is cool for $45. And a zombie pick-me-up. That's a new one I've never seen. Awesome. Look, that is too funny. That goes on your shoulder so it looks like the zombie has grabbed you. It actually looks like you are half a person and the zombie is the whole person holding you. That is funny. Illusion top, half mask, and inflatable insert. Very cool. That one is $50. If you know me, you know I love zombies. And they have the mad scientist. And the invisible boy is right down there. And what is this one? Midnight Creeper. Look at that mask. That is fantastic. And it lights up the smile. So cool. That one is $40. Not bad. I'm surprised we're seeing new Spirit Halloween branded costumes. Oh, finally. They have new Poppy Playtime costumes. Monster Dog Day. Look at that. Awesome. $50. Jumpsuit with attached tail, mask, belt, and gloves. And that looks like a high quality costume. It is furry. I know a lot of people are going to be excited about that. And they even have CATNAP right there. How sweet. Jumpsuit with attached tail and shoe covers, mask, arm poles with gloves. So he has super long arms. That one is $65. How cool. They finally have some new Poppy Playtime costumes out. But that might mean they have some new Five Nights at Freddy's ones. Let's go take a look. Please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please, please, please. And no, they do not. But they do have Bonnie right there. And they have inflatable Freddy. Well, that was cool. This store was actually really well stocked and they had some new things we've never seen before. That's why I check every single aisle at every single store that I go to, because you never know what you're gonna see. Before we go, I'll point out they have Skibbity, and they have Kane, and they have Pomni, and Jax. No new digital circus costumes, but I think they're coming out with new ones. And they have Captain Underpants. And look at this, oh my gosh, Fortnite Nanner Bashers. That is hilarious. I don't play Fortnite, so I've never seen these things, but that is really cool for $30. Looks like banana popsicles or whatever. And they have the banana crossbody bag. And they have some new Fortnite costumes. Lil Whip, how funny. That one is $50. I love the pants on there with the sprinkles. And his shirt looks like the ice cream cone. Hooded 3D foam costume, jumpsuit mask, and fingerless gloves. And they have Sergeant Drake, and he's like a duck. That is too funny. $60 for this one, and it comes with a jumpsuit with attached tail and boot covers, hat, mask, hood, and the necklace with the little crosshairs on it. That is awesome. I'm so glad we're seeing some new Fortnite costumes because Fortnite is still a big game. Oh, and they have Big Dill. We saw that one the other day. That's an awesome pickle costume for $40. What in the world? This store rocks. Polly repaired inflatable. That's a cool one for $60. Does anyone play Fall Guys anymore? Let me know in the comments if you still play Fall Guys. And look at this bean snatcher. How funny. It's an alien grabbing the Fall Guys bean guy for $60. That is so cool. Great job to this Spirit Halloween for being stocked with new stuff. There's the Sonic one. And we'll do our daily check for the Spirit Halloween coloring book. And I am not seeing it anywhere, but man, they have a ton of stuff in here. They must have just opened up because they are very well stocked. Lots and lots of goodies up here. And I think that's enough for now. Now it is time to go hide the little pumpkin. All right, there's the store right there. And there's a bush here. Right here. There's the store. There's the corner. There's the bush. There's the pumpkin. Come and get them. There's 3 stickers in there for you. You can take one and leave some for other fans, or you can take the whole pumpkin and all the stickers for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.